Yo, what up with it, man? Y'all know what it is, man. It's Mike Donald, man. And once again, man, they done fucked around. TDFA. So what's popping, man? We got a special guest up in the building, man. Man, I can't even know where I start, man. Where I should start with her, man. She by way of, right now she down south with it, man. But she all started, man, up in the great city of Saginaw, man. So we gonna see what's to her, man. How she came up, how she got to where she going right now. So this, you all already know, man. I do turnaround stories, so this is a good one for y'all, man. So without further ado, man, I want you to that was your slight introduction. I want you to go ahead and tell us who you from, where you from, and how you rock.
Cheers.
Hey,
So I'm from so I'm from Saginaw, Michigan, of course, from the dirt, east side, born and raised.
the
Um,
east side, ain't it?
East side. It's only one side, it's the east side. But yeah, I came from there. I really I mean, I don't know. Like I came from the east side. I came from, the mud like everybody else, for real. I came from humble beginnings though. I ain't gonna get on here and cap like I grew up in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? I hit the struggle when I got older, but I came from very humble beginnings. Very humble.
Actually gave you the actual, like, you get in any trouble when you was younger or what?
Man, what? I've been locked up 15 times.
All
Yeah, I'm
right,
one
so
of them.
yeah,
So,
so with that, what made you actually just say, man, you know what? I'm tired of this shit.
you know what? I'm gonna be honest. What made me, it was like a transition. And honestly, I got tired,
Yeah,
but I didn't get lead a game when I got tired. I'll say that. So,
yeah.
um, what really made me get out of the street life, I had my oldest son, he's now 16. He was like 3. That was the last time I had went to jail. I was in and out of jail, like, you know what I'm saying? I lived that life. So I went to jail, and when I came home, I had been in there almost like 2 weeks. And he was like, Mom, that's a bad job. Cause, he was painted a picture that I was at work. And, it kind of resonated in me, like, you know what I'm saying? Technically, it was a job because I was hustling. You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what got me locked up. So it was like, you right, this is a bad job. So I made a vow that day, like, I'm not gonna go back to jail. You get what I'm saying? So I didn't stop though. I'm gonna be 100. I just found a smarter way to still do the street stuff. You get what I'm saying? Where it wouldn't get me locked up. Let me calculate my moves a little bit better. And I kind of went back to, the OG rules. You feel me? That I learned from the OGs in real life. And
And,
so I just took off from there. You feel me? Started trapping heavily. But
and
it was,
like everything now that I see, man, is like branding yourself and everything that you got going legit is trapping now. You know what I mean?
it is. It's the legit trap. It's the
Yeah,
legit
it's
trap.
just
I ain't gonna
legit,
lie.
man. So man, you got them headhunters, you know what I mean, to come for you. You got the ones that just, you know what I mean. So I'm starting to learn, and everybody learning as well, man. Or just you are a brand alone, man. Just yourself, man. You know what I mean. And how was the transition? Let me see. Like, okay, that transition, but how was it knowing that okay, you trying to go legit, but they know you. They don't know you for going legit. They know you. You know what I mean. So how was that though?
I'm gonna say this. Number one, while I was in the street, I earned a lot of respect. That's where it
Yeah.
really started from. Because when you earn your respect and you really got the respect, whatever transition you make, it's gonna always be a couple people that don't follow that transition, but it's gonna be some that really be intrigued by the movement. So I never made an announcement like, "Oh, I'm finna stop. I'm finna do this." It really got to a low point. I had separated from my son's father, and I hit like a super low point. And I actually was in the shelter. That's where my come up came. Like I started doing nonprofit growing up in the church where I got the pantry. I started in the church. So losing my way out of church and stuff, it got to a low point. I'm in a shelter in Saginaw, Michigan. I'm sitting in there and I'm just trying to turn a 15 cent into $1 to be truthful. And I really just sat down for a minute. I'm just like, look, God, you know what I'm saying? If you bring me about this situation, make something happen for me, I'm going to just step into what you want me to do. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna bless everybody that I can. You feel me? Because one thing I learned about the rules in the street, you can't make money in the street without putting some of that money back into the street. You feel me? It
Right.
just doesn't make no sense. I'm not gonna be out here trapping. You feel me? And you know what I'm saying? I'm making sure your granny and them got their little fix. You feel me? But the grandkids ain't got book bags when it's time to go to school. So I live by those same OG rules when it was time to transition. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay, if you bless me, I'm gonna do this. Came up out the shelter. I made like 4-5 racks sitting in the Underground Railroad. When I got that money, got out, you know what I'm saying, got us on our little feet and shit. And immediately the first thing I did was throw a trunk or treat in the hood. Everything I do is in the hood. It don't matter if it's the south side, east side, north side. I don't do anything in the township. None of my people come from that mud. You get what I'm saying? So I never take nothing over the bridge. My people over here where we ain't got no buses, you know what I'm saying? We don't got no rec centers. I do it for the hoods. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm east side, but I fuck with everybody. So it's not no one side.
And that's cool, man. I give you kudos for that, man. And just coming from where you coming from. And that's what this all about, man. Turnaround stories, and they done fucked around. So like, what was you already basically said, Joe? They done fucked around moment, man, where you just actually like, man, I can't do this shit no more, man. So let's get to it, man. I got a couple questions and shit before then, but basically, man. So that was, how was it though? Like, I mean, not back looking at that shit, like, was you like, man, damn, you came from out of shit, some shit that some motherfuckers can't even go through.
But listen, let me tell you something.
Too prideful, like, man, it's a lot that come along with this shit.
It's a lot. That's the thing. It's a lot that comes with it. And I credit my humble beginnings of why it was a little easier for me than the next, because I already knew to be humble. See, I grew up spoiled, but I was always taught to appreciate things. So I still hung with the kids that was less fortunate. I didn't look down on them. You know what I'm saying? I done said and made 50,000, and I still went and hung with the bitches that was living in the projects. Like, friend, it's on me. I never thought I was too above where, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we grew up in the hood, but we didn't live in the hood.
You see that now though? Like do you, because let's be honest, man. Like you said, man, you said you went and you like that OG role. But it ain't that no more. So you know what I mean? Like, what's the gap right now in between the left? Like, people actually just like take their time out and say and groom you, man. It's the difference between being raised and being groomed. You know what I mean? Like, some people, hey man, don't do that, man. Hey man, where your daddy? Where your mama? Hey man, I'm just out here. Come here, man. You don't need to be. It ain't that no more, man. Like, OG, that is, like, you know what I mean?
It's how you look at life. See, I took all the fuck ups in my life to know what to fix up in my life. You get what I'm saying? I think the mistakes of my mom. I think the mistakes of my dad, my people. You feel me? Like, I used to always have this thing, like, I'm the smartest criminal a motherfucker meet. You feel me? I did all that I did, and I did what everybody did, but guess what? I walked away, no felonies. You know what I'm saying? I could work anywhere. I got a bachelor's degree. You get what I'm saying? So I did what they didn't do. It was like, okay, I see how y'all fucked up. I see, like, I never been in nobody paperwork. I never been indicted. I done beat a murder charge. You feel me? I done beat, you know what I'm saying, a couple charges. You feel me? And I walk away scot clean. But it was because I took the knowledge of where y'all fucking up. Let me see how to be smarter than that. And then, you know, I just used that until it was time to get out the game. And I'm like, no, I got to go cold turkey. Going cold turkey was hard because that fast money, you know what I'm saying? The lifestyle, it was hard. It was, but it's all about determination and willpower. You feel me? I ain't never been weak or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I got the game from niggas. I didn't get the game from women. The women in my life taught me how to cook, how to be a wife, carry myself, hold your posture. You feel me? Just the lady shit. The niggas in my life taught me, look, you want to get $1 without dropping on your knees, laying on your back? Let me show you how you do it. You feel me? And I took that because I don't do no handouts. And like they taught me, if you're going to do it, be the man of it. Don't work for nobody. Be the middleman. If you're going to do it big. And I've always did it big. I ain't working with nobody. Every case I took, could nobody take no stand on me. I took all my shit myself. I don't do crimes with nobody. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I steer clear of fuck niggas and fuck bitches. You feel me? Because I did my dirt by my lonesome. So when I came out into the field and wanted to do the right thing, that's when I want to do it with everybody. And even still, you can't fuck with everybody on that.
Yeah, so I was just gonna say that too, man. So even with you trying to do the right thing, right? It's still times where even the right thing for another motherfucker might be, you know what I mean? Just like, man, I could be really doing some other shit right now. You know what I mean? Literally. You know what I mean? Other than this, man. So it's like, man, I feel what you're saying, man. Sometimes it's like, man, this is actually my give back. This is the only way I know how, and I do it up in my own way, man. To just, if I can't tell a story, I'm gonna have somebody else tell it for you. You know what I mean?
And one thing I learned, I'm never gonna let nobody tell my story. My grandma told me that. You don't let nobody tell your story, you tell your own shit. You know, it be people who want to link with me, but see, when you do what I do in these streets, you really gotta have a passion. It gotta really be in you. See, people want to do this shit because it look good. No, it got to be in you. You got to be prepared because doing this is really no different from trapping. If you want to be 100, you lose a lot of sleep, time from your family. You know what I'm saying? You lose money and shit in this shit. You know what I'm saying? You get your blessings back, but it's really no different than trapping, honestly.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I was telling somebody that, man, because you know, up in the way of even like this podcast, bro, I ain't never trapped and I ain't never competed with nobody. You feel me?
Right.
But at the end of the day, bro, like if a motherfucker, you could be whatever you want to be, bro. But at the end of the day, you ain't finna shortstop me from just I'm like, oh, I got the best dope over here. You could, bro, but they ain't stopping you from coming up over here now. When that come into effect, now that's a problem and I'm dealing with.
Right.
You feel me? Like now then we could go. You feel me? So you know, it's the same thing. This is my pride. This is what make me feed my family. So basically you saying what you got better dope than me. You feel me? So it's like, man, no, you short stopping me, standing up outside my door. So you know what I mean? A lot of times, man, it's just like, man, that's how I be rocking with it. Cause this all I got, this my name. And like I said, bro, I could be doing something else. So with that being said, like how was the transition for you to actually say, man, well, even with this everything that somebody helped you, did you just actually say, man, I'm gonna do it the same way? Or how did that come about?
See, that's the difference. I'm self-made. Nobody helped me. I built it myself. That's why I talk a lot of shit and I pop my shit because I literally built my name, my rep, and everything from the ground up. See, I grew up now when I originally started, I grew up under the church and my auntie. But it was like I needed something for me. You know what I'm saying? I needed to get from under the shadow of the family. I needed to make a name for myself because I actually started out a nonprofit before I became a business. I was doing nonprofit for years before I came a business. So it was like how I need to earn my name. I already had the respect because people knew of me. So when I started doing this, it was like people really just jumped on it. Like my first event, I'm just like, I want to do this. This is what I want to do. And I had people around me like, oh, that's a dope idea. That's a dope. I'll volunteer. I'll volunteer. People from their jobs. And that's just kind of, we had it at Central. And when I tell you, we had the block wrapped. And that was my very first public event, like to just give back straight off the muscle. We just, everybody put their money together, donate. I'm like, just everybody bring candy. And we did a hood trunk or treat. You know what I'm saying? No violence. I ain't had no security or nothing. The news ended up pulling up and we had the whole hood out there. Like there was nothing that went down. So I prided myself on that and I kept on. Right now today,
was that like out of all the stuff that you did, like philanthropy, man, was that like the actual, what was the best moment though for you? Seeing that?
That right there is what catapulted me like, yeah, takeoff time. It was like, okay, because when you standing there in the moment, because you got to think when you put so much into it, you frustrated, you know what I'm saying? You get overwhelmed and all that. Like I literally broke down an hour before the event. They like, sure, you got to pull it together. I'm like, I know, I'm just, you know, I'm really doing it. But then when you see it manifest and you looking around like, I brought all these people out, like I did this, you know what I'm saying? I gave the children in the hood a safe place to trunk or treat, nice candy, a nice ambiance and everything. Like, wow, okay, it's game time. It just motivated me to just keep going because you're looking at the kids smiling and people coming up to you, thank you so much. Oh, this is so nice. It was just, all that just made me like, it's go time.
Yeah. So even with that, like that ain't even it. We done talked for about what 15 minutes just up on that alone, right? But you still got everything else that you're doing, like multi resources, man. So let's get into the transportation business too, man. So how was that?
So I had thought of it for a couple years because, you know what I'm saying, one thing about I've always kept a whip. However, I used to always be on Facebook seeing people, you know, dang, anybody got a ride? Can I pay somebody? I would just see a lot of mothers needing rides, stuff for their kids. And I'm like, dang, maybe I should do this. You know, I knew about Uber and stuff. But it took for Sushma Jones and her mother to pop out to make me just be like, if that black girl did it, I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, let me see how I can make that happen. So I began to research, you know, go through resources, see who I could check, what I could find out. And I'm like, okay, this is what it takes for me to do it. Boom. Let me go grab me a van. You know what I'm saying? Bought me a van. And then I just woke up one day, no cap, woke up one day. Then I thought about how childcare was so thin and no people. And I'm like, I know too many people that need rides, childcare. I woke up in November of 21 and just was like, I'm gonna start a business. I started 2 of them the same day.
Hey, no, hold on. Rewind that part again. What you say though? You
I
started. You
just
said
woke
you want to
up and
start
I
a
want to
business,
start a business.
and you did how many in one day?
2.
You woke up and said I was gonna start a business, but then you end up starting 2 in one day.
It just seemed
Man,
like the right thing to do.
man, see, that's what I'm saying, man. So it's just like, but at the end of the day, man, you've been to the bottom. Like that's why I be on tell people, like once you at the bottom, bro. My brother used to always tell me, man, I used to be hot, bro. You know what I mean? He always tell me, bro, you gotta go through hell just to get to heaven. When he told me that, bro, everything just like, you feel me, like just took everything away from me, man. And I'm like, I already here though, but you know what I mean?
Right.
So it's only right, man. You can't never deny nobody no time. You feel
Yeah.
me? Take time. When they say time, it's take time, bro. And you catapulted. But what actually makes you knowledgeable of trying to tell everybody else? Because you know some people just don't want to hear this shit.
You gonna always have the people who want to hear it, who don't want to hear it. One thing I know I do have, I have the gift of gab. I can politic with you and sell the shirt that you are already wearing to you. You feel me? I know my game when it comes to talking. I could sell a fish up out of water to a fisherman. You know what I'm saying? So I knew if I speak, people would listen. And all it takes is a couple people to listen. And then you got to think when a couple people listen, they spread the word, then you got a couple people listening to them. For you know it, you got a group of people. And that's literally what happens every time I do a giveaway or an event. I just put my idea out there to a couple people, or I put it out there to the community and they follow. That's why I always try to make sure I give the community the love and respect, because truth be told, without the people, I really wouldn't have never been Big Real. You know what I'm saying?
And
I
that's what I was just
appreciate
gonna
them.
do. Like if you would have changed it and forgot about everybody, it wouldn't have been Big Real. Like you know what I
It
mean?
wouldn't have been no
But
Big Real. No, I ain't gonna act like
yeah,
it ain't. That's why when I used to have people in my ear like, man, you gotta say fuck what people think. Negative. That's why you can't get nowhere. You gotta care what the people think. Because
hey,
if you
I be
think
saying
well
that
of me,
shit too, man. Like I don't give a fuck about what people. Yes, you do. So
nah,
I mean, you better,
no.
because when
You got
motherfuckers
to.
talking crazy, when you wasn't doing shit, like you still gave a fuck. So now you doing good, you still want motherfucker. And it's just. I mean, who don't? You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that shit. Yeah, man. So
People gonna always
uh,
perceive you how they want to. Like, I know I have a strong demeanor and a strong come across. Everybody don't take me well, and that's cool. But one thing about it, when you're a genuine person and a pure heart person, that exudes how
but
you know what
see,
I'm saying?
sometimes
Because a lot of
you
people
can
like,
only
oh,
be
she
you.
mean, she this. I'm
Yeah,
not really mean. I'm just straightforward and I'm blunt. But if you
yeah.
ever get to politicking with me and kick it, you be like, damn, she cool than a motherfucker. I really
That's
am.
like for me, man. This is a place for it, man. So we actually getting a look at the person behind the scenes of Big Real and just, you know what I mean, her heart in general, man. So man, that's big ups, man, for you for everything you've been doing, man. And
Appreciate it.
basically you already done answered some of the questions I already said, man. But I mean I already wrote down, but like man, for the most part, man. So what's next for you, man? Like what actually do you want to do that you ain't done? Because you already done, you know what I mean? And how long did it take you to actually do this? How
What
long you been all kind of
nonprofit or the business?
well, first of all, shit, you got so many business. Well, first of all, let's start with the food drive. How long you been doing the food drive?
I've been doing the food drive since I was a little kid with my auntie in
Okay.
church. So when she
Okay.
passed away, she left the church and things to the family. But before she died, she gave a couple of us, messages like, you can't let the vision die. And for a long time, I didn't ever want to step into my calling because it was just like, nah, that ain't what I want to do. But I was still in this mindset. You get what I'm saying? You have
Yeah,
to really
yeah,
change your mindset to get into things as well. So once my mindset changed, like, man, my auntie Dawn, she worked so hard in the community because my auntie is the first person to start the pantry in the city of Saginaw. Without
yeah.
her, wouldn't be no food pantries. That's where they originated from.
That's
So
what's up.
when you got family legacies, you don't let that die. You get what I'm saying? Like that was a pillar in the community. It was considered an outreach. So it was like, all right, let me go. Let me see how we get this pantry open back up. And I linked with some partners and people in St. Charles and kind of let them know, like, we got this pantry and I would like to get it back going. My auntie's son, he was on his way home. His wife was out, but she knew nothing about it. So it was more so like, let me get these partners and sponsors. Let me teach you. Because I knew I couldn't put my all into the pantry because I still got Big Rail and everything going. I never want to lose my identity in nothing else. Yeah, I'm partnering. I'm part of that. But that ain't me. You get what I'm saying? It's
Yeah,
me helping my auntie vision stay alive. But that's
yeah.
not me. So I just kind of got
A
that
lot of
where it
people,
needed to
man,
be.
hard, bro, because a lot of people is for self. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like I don't know how
you
to
gotta
be,
be
man.
selfless.
Sometimes,
Like,
bro, sometimes a motherfucker can say some dumb shit and it just sound. I don't give a fuck if it don't sound real, bro. That shit still in a way, bro. It's all about you out for self, bro. Like I'm gonna
yeah,
get, bro. You can't do shit on your own, man. Like, you know what I mean? It's always gonna take that one person. It's gonna take even right now, man. If you bought a car right now, bro, or a van, shit, you still gotta have a motherfucker to take you. You feel me? Like you gotta like it's a circle, man. It's a revolving door, man. You
it
gotta
is.
actually either get in or get out, man. So with that being said, what's next though for you that you actually gonna step
Um,
that you never stepped into?
I'm what I never stepped into. I just stepped in some area where
Big step.
big stepper. I do, and I pop my
Yeah,
shit loudly because I worked hard for this. You feel me? Like I do. That's why
yeah,
I don't play with my name, my integrity, and things and everything. That's why I won't link with everybody because it don't be a passion or a heart. I don't put on shows. I'm not an entertainer. You feel me?
yeah,
I'm a
yeah,
community activist. I'm a nonprofit, and I'm a business lady. I don't come
yeah.
for no shows. I don't come for bullshit. None of that. It got to be real shit, legit shit, or I don't fuck with it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And it be people really, really want to fuck with me, but it be like your message, your delivery, your message, what you really stand for ain't what you know what I'm saying? You really got to stand for something. I got to believe in what you doing. I won't give a fuck what you was doing, but I just can't fuck with it, especially when it comes to nonprofit. See, a lot of this nonprofit, it don't be that, so I won't fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So what's next for me is rebranding and coming on a different level with it. I'm still doing transportation.
One thing for sure, you said a different level, but I was already thinking that, man. Like, look, man, the way that you doing right now is a whole different level. You feel me? Because most of man, let's be honest, man. You for the people, bro. And like it's like, man, it's a difference, man, from motherfucker. Like, if I would have posted you without the picture and said, hey man, I got a philanthropist coming up and she, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers, they perception of shit is just like, you know what I mean? Probably like, oh, well, you finna have, you know what I mean? But you actually been through the shit that motherfuckers ain't been through and you still willing to stretch out and help. And you know what I mean? And you still up in, you know what I mean, where you need to be, man. So that's really, man, like I can't even say it enough, man. Like that's 100 shit, man. So we got that. We got the philanthropy. So also, man, the AFC. I forgot about that. So you know what I mean? So you know, step out, y'all. You know, I had to sneak it up in there, man. So so now what's up, man? So go on, tell us, man. So them ain't even like them totally separate entities, though. You know what I mean? It ain't just like, okay, I was working at a store, I was selling chips, and then I realized I bought a store. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like you really hustling, you really trapping. You know what I mean? So how was that, man? Because that's hard too.
I'm gonna be honest. It's only as hard as you make yourself believe. If you put it in your mind, like life and death is really in the power of the tongue and the mind, though, because what you think will manifest. People feel like you only have to speak it. You could think that and it'll manifest. I've never went into anything feeling like I can't do it. I always went into it like, shit, I could do that. Okay, it might be a little tougher, it might be a little easier. I'm gonna figure it the fuck out, though. You know what I'm saying? Anything you want to do, you figure it the fuck out. Like, I wasn't too above. Hey, how do you do this? I slide in the motherfucking DM real quick and be like, hey, listen, I want to do this. And what do you think your thing is? If I got to pay you for a sit down, see, I know how the game go. The game is to be sold and not told. So like I said, I still keep the mind frame of the streets in my business and everything. I slide on you real quick. Hey, what did it take for a sit down so I can get some, you know what I'm saying, game from you for this, that, and the other? Because I ain't going to act like I know everything. I know enough, but it be put on that I need, as far as like, just give me some guidance, what you think would be my best move, stuff like that. I put myself on. However, I'm not going to say I haven't reached out for, you know, guidance or, you know, suggestions and things from people who've been in the game before me. See, another person's hustle or another person, what they're doing doesn't intimidate me. It inspires me. You feel me? No matter what your brand is or what you choose to do. I don't have to know you to support you, because my whole goal is I just want to be the change that I want to see.
Yeah.
We always talk about who don't come support us when we in a cluster fuck with each other, and it's enough for us to support each other right here. You feel me? I didn't feel like, oh, once I left Saginaw, it's fuck Saginaw. It's never fuck Saginaw. Without Saginaw, I wouldn't be Big Real. Without Saginaw, I wouldn't know none of the shit I know. You know what I'm saying? Saginaw built me. So in all of its negative, it has its positive. And I would be foolish to keep getting bread and doing what I'm doing. And I come down here looking out for these people when I got people in my community still struggling. You know what I'm saying? I got mothers in my community still going through. That's still my city.
It wasn't like, man, I was like it's still people back there, bro. I still go back. Like, you feel me?
My family's still there. You feel me? Our families are still there. Like, we don't say fuck them.
I gotta move how I move because of the situations I done made back then. But still, at the end of the day, bro, like, I ain't that same nigga, but shit. You feel me? At certain shit, I just don't, bro. You feel me? So I'm standing on everything that I got to. But and I respect everything that you got going on, man. So, and shit, a little outcome for me, man, for what I would suggest, man. I think the book needs to come next, man. Like, you know, man, that's only right, bro. Because, like, why not, man?
You know what's crazy? It's in the making, like literally as we're speaking, but it's not a book, it's a memoir. See, I'm a very transparent person. Only thing I'm gonna change in the memoir is names, just to protect some people. Every event gonna be that. Now, if you feel some type of way about it, anybody who knows me or encounter me know I don't sugarcoat. I'm just me. You know what I'm saying? And I just stand on business. It's a lot of things that I don't put on the internet that's gonna be in the book because despite how I feel about people, certain people I won't, really drag because I respect their brand. You know what I'm saying? But I pop my shit and I talk my shit because it's a lot of motherfuckers that's moving because of Big Real. They put on because of Big Real. When they fell off, I put them back on. You get what I'm saying? So I talk my shit a lot. Motherfucker, you cocky. I'm not cocky. I'm confident though. But I know a motherfucker never give me them flowers, so I get my shit that daily. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't never have to tell the internet who I did. Them motherfuckers know. Some of them motherfuckers watch the show. Some of them motherfuckers watch it wherever I'm at, and they know, like, yeah, if it weren't for her when I fell off, I wouldn't have got back on. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
it's more niggas that owe me money in the street than anybody.
In the air, man. And one thing I learned, man, motherfuckers be quick to forget. You feel me?
No. They ain't forgot shit. They don't never forget. They just don't mention it. See, it takes more energy to build you up than to tear you down. So with that being said, why would I give you the energy of letting motherfuckers know she did this when I could just be like, oh, that bitch ain't shit. You see what I'm saying? Yep. I got to give you a moment to tell you how good you is. It takes nothing to be like, oh, that nigga ain't shit. Oh, his show ain't shit. Fuck that nigga. He lame, he a rat. They love to put a label on you so motherfuckers can look at you different. Let me tell you what I do when that happens. I don't clear shit up. I don't. When a motherfucker get out here shredding me on the internet, guess what I do? I sit back big, fine, and pretty. And guess what I do? I'll bounce back with something else. A motherfucker shredded me on the internet. You know what I did? Just woke up one day and did a giveaway. You know why? Because I know there's some shit you could never do. I just wake up and be like, fuck it, I'm going to give 5 people a bottle. Lunch on me, dinner on me, do this. You know what I'm saying? I'm random and sporadic with it. I do what a lot of people can't do. So she be scamming. No, I don't scam, baby. My hustle's strong. That's all. I ain't have to scam to get nowhere.
Hey, so let's see, like what's next, man? So we got Easter coming up. So
I got an event for Easter. I got an event I'm doing the Saginaw for Easter.
Yeah, so let's get to it. What is that event?
So I woke up randomly one day like, I want to do an Easter egg hunt. Well, I ain't never did that in the community. I just kind of hit a couple people like, hey, I want to do an Easter egg hunt. I need some venues or whatever. I was going to have it at the church where the pantry is. And I'm like, nah, we going to see something. When I spoke to Tanisha Pearson about it, she was like, I want to help you. I want to partner with you and I want to sponsor some. I never have that happen. Well, I've had it happen before, but see, the thing is people will jump on, want to be a sponsor. You promote it. Whole time Big Rail done covered everything. You get what I'm saying? But you done got clout. And I'm thinking, damn, you talking about we, motherfucker, it's only been us, been me. However, it didn't go that way this time. So shout out to Tanisha Pearson and Roel Productions, because when she said what she wanted to do, she stood on business with that. You feel me? Whatever she said she was going to do, she covered that. It wasn't well, I wanted to do this and I have to fork out the money. She got her coins in it too. So when you say sponsor don't mean putting your face on the flyer. Sponsor mean you got to come up out your pocket. This shit, see, nonprofit is nonprofit for the people. That shit ain't nonprofit. Well, we pay for that shit. You feel me? Yeah. It's profit like a motherfucker for us.
So, what day is that and what church is it? Where's it going to be
held? It's actually not at a church. That is March 29th at the Yeah, March 29th is at the Connections Event Center on Washington. We'll also have the park adjacent to it where they have Friday Night Live. We were trying to get the guys to come out with the car shows, but around this time they had their cars put up or getting fixed up, ready to pop out. So we're not sure if we had a car show, but we'll have the Easter Bunny there taking pictures with the backdrops. There'll be food for the kids, hot dogs, burgers, chips, Easter baskets, Easter bags, face painters. We got about over 400 eggs we're hiding, prizes, games, music.
Yeah, man. So y'all go ahead and pop out, man, and go support, man. You know what I mean? It's
Bring
for the
the
kids.
kids.
Yeah, man, and that's what's up, man. I want to commend you, man. I know a lot of people probably don't give your flowers and give your props, man, but you've been doing a lot, bro. And I actually want to just commend you for everything you actually been doing, man, because
Thank
it's
you.
hard to just say something and then stand on it. You feel me? You've been standing on it, and you know what I mean? You've been doing your thing, man. So that's the whole point about the show, man. Just giving people their flowers that people don't. You know what I mean? And ain't nothing
Yeah.
wrong with giving people their flowers, man. Like whether right or wrong, man. We all got vices. How we came up out of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah. See, people don't know what you go through behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things I done ate behind the scenes, and there's people who got close to me here in the past few months, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? We didn't even know. You feel me? Because I make it look easy. My thing is this. They tell you to fake it till you make it. And motherfucker, I ain't faking nothing. You do. You know how many times I jump out here on this in the public and I'm not totally happy? But I put my game face on. You know what I'm saying? What you speak and what you think will become so. So it's like, let me do this. You know what I'm saying? Life gonna life anyway. It don't matter what. Life gonna life. Good as I am, life for me. But because of what I put out, I get good in. You know what I'm saying? So I just kind of stay positive with it, because even on the rainy days, the sun gonna shine again. So ain't no need to just wallowing in that shit. You eat that shit. It's hard for me to deal with weak people, because it's like, you know what I'm saying? You sitting here wallowing in your pain, but you done gave me 30 reasons why you can't. You ain't gave me one why you can. You feel me? Just the fact you woke up is one reason of why you can. That's all you need, is that one reason.
Yep. Well, shit, even the 30 years. You feel me? Yeah, man.
I can't hear you. You went out.
I said even the 30 reasons is probably because of that, though, too. You hear me now? You hear me now?
I can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
You sound real far away now.
Oh, yo. Let me turn my phone up. Can you hear me now?
You still low?
All right, you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right, for sure. But yeah, man, with that being said, man, it's time for the shout outs, man. Like, you want to give your shout outs and thank whoever you want to thank, man, before we wrap it up?
I want to thank the community. I always want to thank them. I thank them for supporting me. I thank them for their donations, volunteering. I thank them for every share of a flyer. Shout out to all the entrepreneurs, all the podcasts. Shout out to you. Thank you for inviting me on your show. Jay Jackson. Shout out to Star Magazine. I'm a rep wherever I go. I don't care where I'm at. I'm repping the brand.
So yeah,
I just shout out those that just inspire me. You know what I'm saying? Terry Reed, the daughter, Sushma Jones, my cousin, swear to God, look for her podcast coming soon. And that's just really it. You know what I'm saying? I thank my kids, because my kids take a lot of this on their back with their mama. You know what I'm saying? They eat that. They hold the house down. They don't too much complain about when I ain't around or what I got going. You're going to see my kids at every event with their shirts on like, yeah, we here for mom, because I'm really building generational wealth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't getting my kids cars for graduation. They getting houses. You know what I'm saying? I want them to have what we didn't have. I don't want my kids to ever have to hit no trap. I don't want them to have to live hand to mouth, none of that. So what I'm doing is a legacy and generational wealth for my children. So it ain't just me doing this, having a passion. I got people that depend on that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I'm building that for them. My kids got high credit scores, and you know what I'm saying? So I'm just giving them what we didn't have growing up, the knowledge we didn't have, you know what I'm saying, the opportunities we didn't have. And that's just really what it is. And I just thank everybody for supporting me no matter what. You know what I'm saying? I left the city and I still put on.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. And I commend you for it, man. And like I said, man, that we appreciate it. I sure do, man. I appreciate the story, man. And you know what I mean? We gotta go through hell just to get to heaven, man. And hey, man, that was inspiring, man. And I just want to thank you, man, just for everything that you've been doing. And anything else you want to say before we wrap it up? Y'all go check her out too, man.
I always like to get words of encouragement and wisdom before I leave anything I'm on, even if I go live. Anybody who may be going through something or want to, you know what I'm saying, get in the field of business or nonprofit, just stay the course. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter who supports you, because the people that you think, I'm going to tell you right now, and it never fails. The ones you think that's going to be there are the ones that are not going to be there. You got to prepare yourself for that. Stay the course. You feel me? Know why you doing it and do that shit. Don't let no one stop you. Don't let the lack of people not supporting you, people not being there. Sometimes you're going to be in that battlefield by yourself. And you got to be able to put them motherfucking boots on, stand 10 toes, and march in that shit. Because eventually people will follow. You feel me? When I started out, none of my family had my back. You feel me? I wanted us to be family. It wasn't no family. It was the community, friends, other people. People started catching on, and it's still some of them people still don't. I don't think about that. Those who fuck with me, fuck with me. Those who don't. I'm good.
I appreciate that, man. And you just keep going, man, grinding, man, and trapping, man. So this is a whole new meaning of trap, man. So y'all go check it out, man. Go
This the new trap. This the new trap.
Yeah, so legit trapping, man. That's what we on. So I appreciate.
Stay tuned. Big Rail coming back with a vengeance on the transportation. I'm trying to get some shit in Saginaw, so just keep your eyes on me. I'm definitely coming.
Man,
I just adopted some seniors for school this year. I forgot that. I adopted seniors and covered the cost of their glam and everything for their senior prom this year. I do it every year. I never do the glam. I always just adopt seniors, but I adopted some seniors, and that's already handled for real. They just got to wake up prom day and get fresh. On real.
That's what's up. See, there we go again, man. You always throwing something.
I forgot.
That's good, bro. Hey, but that's what it is, bro. And that's a whole nother job too, man. You don't know who looking, man, or who got, like, man, she got back to back, man. So, you know what I mean? Anybody looking, man, go check her out, man. Shake the money tree with her, man. And hey, y'all see what's going on. The proof is in the pudding, man. So I appreciate you. This is Mike Donald from TDFA. Y'all know what's going on. Hey. Got it.